Now, to focus more on the hostage release, the final batch of the hostage release of the 4-day truce, Israel said on Monday that 11 more hostages were released in the Gaza Strip and had arrived safely. This move came hours after the announcement that a truce between Israel and Hamas will be extended by 2 more days, opening the way for further release as well. Shortly after the arrival of the hostages was confirmed, Israel's prison authority said 33 Palestinian inmates had been released. The freed Israelis are dual nationals of France, Germany and Argentina, according to Qatar, which helped mediate the deal. Most Gaza residents have been displaced and the whole territory is short on essentials such as food, water, medical supplies. The chief of the United Nations has hailed the latest developments.
It's a glimpse of hope and humanity in the middle of the darkness of war. And I strongly hope that this will enable us to increase even more the humanitarian aid to the people in Gaza that is suffering so much, knowing that even with that additional amount of time, it will be impossible to satisfy all the dramatic needs of the population in Gaza.
German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock welcomed the release of hostages, including 2 teenagers. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, on the other hand, will pay his 3rd wartime visit to West Asia this week. A senior said that the U.S. top diplomat would meet with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu in Tel Aviv and with Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah. Qatar, with the support of the United States and Egypt, it's been engaged in intense negotiations to establish and prolong the truce in Gaza. Hamas, which runs Gaza and triggered the war after its attack on Israel on the 7th of October, said it was drawing up a new list of hostages to be released. The White House has welcomed the agreement to extend the truce. Here's what the U.S. National Security Council spokesperson said.
This humanitarian pause has already brought a halt to the fighting, together with a surge of humanitarian assistance. We would, of course, hope to see the pause extended further, and that will depend upon Hamas continuing to release hostages.
Josep Borrell, EU's top foreign policy official, had called for the pause to be prolonged to make it sustainable while working for a political solution. The tearful reunions of families and hostages brought relief from images of civilian death and suffering in the 7-week war. Reports suggest Hamas terror chief Yahya Sinwar spoke to Israeli hostages as they were being held underground inside a Gaza tunnel following their October 7th abduction. As per Channel 12, Sinwar spoke to the hostages in the near-accentless Hebrew in a bid to reassure them after they were dragged into the war. He reportedly said, I'm quoting here, "I'm Yahya Sinwar. You are the most protected here. Nothing will happen to you." WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.